Hello everyone and welcome to NewTek and this presentation of the Tricaster Portable Live Production System. My name's Rex Olson, and in this demonstration we're going to be showing you some of the great benefits of the Tricaster, including live set, virtual set technology, easy one-button web streaming, video mixing, graphics, and a whole lot more. We're going to show you that along with some great add-on products for the Tricaster as well. So let's get things started by sending it over to Don Balance over in Studio A. Take it away, Don.
Thank you very much, Rex. We are talking about NewTek's Tricaster Portable Live Production System. And as we take a look at the front of the Tricaster, we can see where all of our audio and video connections are brought into the Tricaster. Tricaster can support component, composite, YC, and even SDI. We also support 4 channels of audio and a variety of video and audio outputs. Now on the back of the Tricaster, we have our connection for our keyboard, our mouse, and our monitor, and of course our network connection if we should want to use one. Now, as we get into the Tricaster interface, we can see the top portion of the Tricaster interface is our preview section, allowing us to see some of the inputs coming into our Tricaster. The center section is our switching section, allowing us to control our effects and also our overlays. And along the bottom, we have our modular tab-based interface that allows us to access the rest of the power of the Tricaster. Now, one of the coolest features of the Tricaster is our live set technology. And live set technology is what we use to create the virtual sets that you're seeing me in right now. Let's take a look at how we set up a live set. We start with a green screen shot, and one of the great things is we don't need to have a very large green screen studio. We can work with a very small green screen area and still give us the look of being in a very large production facility. So the first thing that I need to be able to do is to key out the green, which we can easily do. We can key ourselves over any of the inputs coming into the Tricaster, and now we're ready to pick our virtual set. We simply use this pop-up list and we scroll through the available virtual sets and we get a small thumbnail of what each virtual set looks like. We're going to choose the virtual set that we want to work with, and then we have the ability to choose the shot. Each virtual set has a variety of shots or camera angles available. This one I'll go ahead and pick as center, and we'll turn on the virtual set. Now, once I'm in the virtual set, we have different variables that we can choose from, and it's like having a built-in camera operator. You know, when we work with the camera in live set, we set it up one time and we lock it down, so there is no zooming or panning of the camera. Yet virtually, from within the virtual set, I can back the camera off to here, or off to here, or all the way off to here, putting myself in a very large virtual set environment. Notice we have real-time reflections on the floor. If I go ahead and bring myself back in a little closer, we have real-time reflections on the desk, as you can see. Real-time shadowing going on behind me, and again, these shadows are created by the set. So even if you're using a pop-up green screen in a remote location, you can still get the look and feel of a very large production facility. Now, as we look at our 4 variables with this set, we see they're coming straight out from the center of the desk as I zoom out. And this was our center shot. Let's set up another shot. Now we're going to set up camera 2, and again we're starting with a small green screen shot. We've got a second camera off at an angle, so we're going to go ahead and set this up as our right shot. Now again, I'm going to go ahead and key myself and turn on the virtual set, and you can see in this virtual set that the zoom actually zooms us out to the right of the desk instead of straight back and forth center like we did on the center shot. Now this actually gives me 8 virtual cameras that I can choose between when I'm going to do a live switch. So we could go ahead and we could start out with this as our establishing shot, and now we can go ahead and we can fade to here, out to here, to this shot, back to here. We haven't duplicated any shots yet. These are all new shots, and we basically have 8 virtual cameras that we can switch between. Now the Tricaster comes with a variety of different live sets, and we can go ahead and take a look at a few of them. We have our Newsline set, we have our Midday Report set, we have our Primetime set, our World Update set, and a couple of sets that are designed for full standing green screen as well. Now I get asked a lot, can I make my own virtual sets or can I modify the virtual sets that come along with the Tricaster? And the answer to that question is yes, you can. To tell us a little bit more about that, I'm going to go ahead back over to Rex Olson in Studio B. Take it away, Rex.
Now, one of the great things about the live set virtual set system is that you can have a very large production look in a very small production space.
As you can see, Rex and I are coming to you from a very simple studio with a very limited green screen. And even though we look like we're in very large individual studios, when we're in the virtual set environment, we're literally just a few feet apart from each other.
The live sets that come with the Tricaster system were created in NewTek Lightwave 3D, the Emmy Award-winning 3D modeling, animation, and rendering software used in many commercial, television, and motion picture productions. Live sets can be customized in Lightwave as well, by modifying the objects or adding new ones. You can also create your own custom sets. There are virtually no limits with Lightwave. If you can imagine it, you can create it. We also offer live set packs. These are collections of live set designs with expanded virtual set capabilities. The Sports Live Set Pack includes multiple set options to provide an expanded live set virtual studio. Each live set design includes a seated area for either one or two on-camera talent, and a standing area that also includes a virtual on-set monitor. Each live set pack comes with a variety of designs and also includes some great double box effects as well.
Thanks a lot, Rex. Now we know the Tricaster is a switcher, and it allows us to bring in 6 live inputs, component, composite, YC, or SDI, allows us to switch between those inputs using cuts, dissolves, or fancier transitions. But we can also roll in video clips. Traditionally, rolling in video clips would mean we would have to bring DVD players or VCRs. We would have to take up inputs in our switcher with those devices and have someone to operate them, to pre-roll them, cue them up, and so forth. With the Tricaster, you get virtual DDRs built into software. Here in the DDR tab, we have our DDRs, and the DDRs look, feel, and act exactly like a VCR. You have most of the standard transport controls that you're used to seeing on video playback devices, but the best thing about this DDR is that it's completely automatic. I'm going to go ahead and set the DDR up, and I'm going to put it in Q mode. In Q mode, it becomes completely automatic. We simply put the DDR on the preview bus, and to activate the DDR, we simply switch to it. It automatically plays for us and gives us a countdown so I can see how much time I have left. I can choose a new camera angle to go to and a different transition, and at the end, the Tricaster is automatically going to transition to me back on camera. We're back in 3, 2, 1. I don't have to touch anything, and it automatically queues up the next clip inside of my DDR. To play the next clip, we simply transition back to the DDR, and the next clip is automatically playing for us. It's like having 2 virtual tape operators built right into the Tricaster. Now, under the External tab, we have the ability to bring in external computer sources as inputs into our switcher. Any computer, Mac or PC, connected to the same network as the Tricaster can show up as an input in the Tricaster. We simply select the computer. We can now bring that computer up as our external input on preview and switch to it like any other input. Here, we actually have Rex running a PowerPoint externally on a laptop, and we're able to bring that in either as a full screen input or put it onto the on-screen monitor inside of the virtual set.
That's right, and normally you would have to have a scan converter to take the VGA video and bring it into your switcher. But with the Tricaster, we don't have to do this. All we need is a standard network connection, and we're able to send that laptop video directly into the external input of the Tricaster.